Welcome to class. My name is Kira, and I am excited to continue leading you on this journey through the chakras. So today's class is about chakra 3, Manipura chakra, which is located at our solar plexus. And if you did the other videos in the series with me, we talked a lot about how chakra 1 and 2 are sort of dense and heavy. They're associated with the elements of earth and water. And Manipura chakra represents our ascent in the chakra system up the spine. And the associated element with it is fire. So today's practice will be fiery, the most fiery one yet, because Manipura is all about change and activation, connecting to our desire, our personal power, and this ability to make things happen in our lives. So we'll begin our practice today with an activating pranayama or breathwork practice called Uddiyana bandha. So bandha in Sanskrit means lock. And the yogis use the bandhas to move prana or move their life force. We also use bandhas in our practice to lift up and away from the floor because we're finding an internal muscular contraction that helps us resist gravity. So Uddiyana bandha is our abdominal lock. Goes like this. I'll show you and we'll do it together. So just find a comfortable seat in Sukhasana. And you're only going to want to practice the bandhas if you're not pregnant because they involve holding your breath. Okay, so here are the bandhas. So you're going to exhale all your air out through your mouth like this. When you're empty, hold your breath out. Vacuum your navel back to your spine. And that's your internal muscular contraction, your bandha. Now you'll hold the breath here as long as you comfortably can. And when you need to breathe, you'll simply breathe in through the nose. And exhale all the air out through your nose. And then return to normal breathing. Good. So whether you just watched or you joined me in that, we'll do several more rounds. Close the eyes or just soft gaze to begin to drop your awareness in. Uddiyana bandha. Here we go. Empty your lungs through your mouth. Hold your breath out. Press the navel back to the spine. Uddiyana bandha. Abdominal lock. Hold the breath. Hold the lock as long as you can without straining your lungs. Whenever you need to breathe, you're just going to release the lock and breathe in. Breathe out. Returning to normal breathing. Direct your focus right between your eyebrows into the center of your mind. Just witnessing any activity in the mind, any reactions. The yogis use bandhas in meditation as a way to focus the energy and focus the mind on a task. Let's go back in. Practicing Uddiyana bandha. Empty the lungs through the mouth. Hold the breath out. Press navel back to spine. Hold the breath. Hold the lock as long as you comfortably can without strain. Keep holding. Try to relax the muscles of your face. And whenever you need to breathe, you'll release the lock and breathe in. Smooth breath out. Returning to normal breathing. Focusing between the eyebrows, the mind space, just witnessing any effects, any reactions. Witnessing the mind become clearer through the act of focusing. So the color associated with Manipura chakra is yellow. And Manipura translates to lustrous gem. So perhaps imagine a glowing yellow jewel at the navel. Manipura chakra, seat of our personal power, our inner fire. Draw your palms together to the navel center, right in front of the solar plexus. And set an intention for your practice. Anything you need from this practice, let the thought drop in. And then blink your eyes open if they're closed. And meet me on all fours, tabletop position. Cat-cow is where we're headed. Let's tuck the toes so we start to open the feet and ground. Hands shoulder width distance. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine for cow. Exhale, round the spine for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep this going. Maybe you continue with this traditional cat-cow, or because we're tuning into our sense of self, maybe you express yourself, just moving your spine like you, any way that feels good. Moving with instinct and confidence. And then meet me in plank pose. Shoulders over the palms, step the feet back, press the ground away, and find a cat spine here. So the one where you round your upper back, gaze forward, start to shift forward and back, warming up your wrists. Active, strong plank. Feel your abs kick on as you bring your shoulders and hips in line. Keep rocking forward and back for 3, for 2, and 1. Downward dog, lift the hips up and back. Start to pedal through the legs. Maybe flutter the lips. Stretch the muscles of the face. Wake it all up. And on your next inhale, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, draw the knee to the nose, shift to plank pose, gaze forward. Inhale, down dog split, right leg high. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose. Softly step the foot forward and start to shift forward and back on the ball of your back foot. We'll take this into a wide-legged forward fold. So crawl your hands to the left, parallel the feet, and then just bend one knee and then the other, shifting side to side. Warming up the legs. And then you'll climb your way back to face front and gently lower your back knee down for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Arms sweep up by the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Firm your inner thigh muscles together. Feel that you're active and supported in this low lunge. Powerful. Now I call this the rock, paper, scissors twist. So you'll take your left hand, make a fist, and bring the left elbow to the center of the right thigh. Bring the other hand on top, like rock, paper, scissor. Remember from middle school. And then you're gonna press your paper into your rock as you gently twist toward the right. Keep pulling your head towards the front of your mat, lengthening the tailbone down, spacious twist. One more inhale. And exhale. Bring both hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee, and then press your hands into the mat. Find your cat spine, protracting the shoulders. Now, remember your Uddiyana bandha, that abdominal lock. Try to use the bandha to pull your foot up. Now, down dog split, lift the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. And lower your right foot to the mat. So we use these internal muscular contractions to lift up and away from the ground. We use the bandhas in our practice to find lightness, just like fire. Lift your left leg high, inhale. Exhale, draw knee to nose, shift to plank. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose, light. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose, smoothly step through. Start to shift forward and back on the ball of the back foot, light in your fingertips. And then come into that wide-legged forward fold. Crawl the hands to the right, parallel the feet, and just find some movement side to side. Warming up the legs. And then climb your way back to face front. Lower your back knee down, low lunge. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, land in your pose. Rock, paper, scissors, twist. So take your right hand, make a fist, elbow to the left thigh. Paper covers rock. Breathe. Find your Ujjayi breath, your victorious breath. Twists massage the internal organs. They are very third chakra, which is all about the core and digestion physically in the body. So twists really support your digestion, your elimination. Release the hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee. Once again, protract the shoulders, press the ground away. Feel the bandha, Uddiyana bandha. Press navel to spine and sweep your left leg up. Down dog split. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then lower the left foot down. Start to walk your feet towards your hands. We'll find a forward fold, top of the mat. Good. And bring your feet hips width distance apart to begin. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. 3 breaths here. And slightly find a cow spine in your low back. So you find a bit of a back bend here, lifting the chest. Imagine you're about to sit back into a tiny chair. 1 more breath in. Breath out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. We'll modify our first chaturanga. So tap your knees to the mat. Send the elbows back, lower to the belly. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Come onto the tiptoes. Lift your hips up and back. Press the chest to the thighs. Feel the Uddiyana bandha, that scooping of the navel to the spine. Very good. And then walk your feet towards your hands. Top of your mat, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms to prayer, Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe. Press the thumbs into the center of the chest. Feel the hammering of the heart in the chest. Use the heart to slow that power down. We'll build some heat with Surya Namaskar B, sun salutations. So traditionally the feet are together. However, if you feel more stable with a wider base in your chair, keep the feet hips width. Just make this work for you. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold right over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Modified or full. Hug the elbows in. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Right away, step your right foot forward, spin your back heel down, warrior 1. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step left leg forward, spin the back heel down. Rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward dog, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, walk, step or hop, halfway lift. And fold over your legs. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, straighten the legs, palms to prayer. Building heat, moving faster. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step to plank or hop to chaturanga with bent elbows. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, step forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg forward, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog, 5 breaths. Find stillness in your pose, breathe. So there might be moments when that Surya bee, the sun salutation bee, moves too fast. At least when I first started practicing, it felt that way. But in yoga, everything's about balance. We create a fire, and then we take a break. We temper that fire, let it simmer. Let's add on. Inhale your right leg high. Step forward for warrior one. This time we stay a while. So spin your back heel down. Rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Bend your front knee, hips face forward. Breathe. And put more weight into your front heel. And that'll really activate your front hamstring, strong legs. Inhale. Exhale to fierce warrior. Bring your chest down, reach fingers back. Again, inhale, warrior one. Exhale to fierce warrior. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to fierce. Pausing here. Warrior 3 is where you're headed. So start to lean forward. Let your head lead the way. Back leg lifts. So you can bend your standing leg for sure. Find your steady center. Start to bend your back knee, pull it in and up. Finding your balance on your right leg, arms by the ears. Single leg standing balance. Flex your left foot and stamp your right heel down. Stretch up through the fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the left. So right arm forward, left arm back. Stretch your fingers to the webbing. Keep rooting down and reaching up. A bit of a funky transition here. Listen. You'll lift the left arm, swim it forward. Runner's twist is where you're headed. So you'll shoot your left leg back, left hand down, right arm up. Good. And just land in the pose, breathe. Lower your right hand, wide-legged forward fold. So we'll crawl the hands to the left, parallel the feet. We'll take about 3 breaths here. Bringing the feet wide enough apart so you feel stable and you feel you can release. Any variations you like. One more breath in. Breath out. Bring your hands to your hips, ground your feet, inhale. Exhale, come up with a flat back. Goddess. Turn your heels in and your toes out. Cactus the arms. Really stable, strong shape here. Goddess to me is like the epitome of Manipura chakra. Ground the feet. Feel like you're sort of gripping the floor with your toes, lifting the inner arches. That's called padabandha, footlock. Breathe in your pose. Feel the fire start to creep into the legs. Just be in your pose, steady and strong. And then straighten the arms and legs, star pose. Take up space. Big inhale. Exhale. Skandasana, side lunge. Bend your front knee. And then the back leg stays straight, palms to prayer. Skandasana, high or low. Find your balance. And then gaze to the front of your space. You'll swivel around. Plant the hands and step to plank. Vinyasa, flow your way. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step forward for warrior one. Spin your back heel down and rise. Just land in your pose. Again, weight in the front heel. Can you also bring weight to the back heel and the outer edge of your back foot? Steady and strong from your base. Inhale. Exhale to fierce warrior, chest down, fingers back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fierce. Once more. Steady below, light and dynamic above. Pause in your fierce warrior. Warrior three from here. Lean forward until the back leg lifts. Try to level the hips. You're like a human arrow, flying through the air with precision. Pull the back knee in and up. Single leg standing balance. Imagine you're standing against a wall so that there's some semblance of support holding you straight and strong. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back. If you feel wobbly, little tip, keep your gaze forward. It'll be more challenging to look to the side. Runner's twist is your transition. So swim the right arm forward, shoot the right leg back. Landing in runner's twist. Right hand down, left arm up. I always feel a little bit like I'm like in a kung fu movie when I do that. I hope you find it fun. Lower the left hand, wide-legged forward fold. So crawl the hands to the right, parallel the feet. Wide-legged fold. Just take a few breaths there. Just gonna turn around so I can be with you and not butt to you. So polite. Nice yogis. Take one more breath in. And breath out. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, come up with a flat back. Goddess squat. Turn the heels in and the toes out. Goddess squat. Just tune into that sense of power. Maybe again you imagine that yellow gem or a fire at the solar plexus. Breathing into it, feeling that Agni, that inner fire. And then take your star pose. Stretch the arms out wide. Big inhale. Exhale, Skandasana, front of your mat. So your front knee bends, your back leg is straight. And then you'll spin back to face the front, step to plank, and take your flow. Down dog is where we meet. Breathe. Of course, if you ever need a child's pose, it's always there for you. But sometimes interesting to dance with the edge of our inner fire, to see if you can push past that desire to drop out and see if you can meet yourself in the fire. See what's on the other side of resisting. Let's walk the feet to the hands. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, come up halfway with a flat back. Diver pose. So feel your head and your tailbone in one line, and then stretch your arms back like you're about to dive off a diving board. Zip up the inner legs. Maybe you come onto the balls of your feet. Keep pressing into your big toes. Breathe. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees. Sit low, lower than you have in your chair. Again, pull the inner legs together, weight in the heels. Chest pulling forward. One more breath in. And out, forward fold over your legs. And just hang heavy here. Maybe you cup your heels if that's available, or grab opposite elbows. Good. Start to bend the knees. Actually, sorry, heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. We're going to meet in a squat, Malasana. So heels and toes out, descend your seat into your squat, Malasana. So let's talk about squatting for a second. If you feel like you're really on your tiptoes, it's hard to get grounded, put a block underneath your seat or bring your feet wider apart. But I want you to roll the inner ankles away from each other, descend your tail, and pull your heart forward. Let's open the wrists. So bring your right hand forward, fingers down, and then just gently pull back on each of your fingers. So this is going to open and stretch the underside of the wrists, the carpal tunnel zone. And then turn the top of the hand down, like you're saying, kiss my hand. Pull the fingers towards you, stretching the top of the wrist. And then shake it out. So yeah, I know, we're still in a squat. We're gonna move to the other hand, opening wrists, opening hips at the same time, pulling the fingers back, one at a time. And this kind of conditioning work is so good to do really for anyone, but especially if you practice yoga, because we're on our hands a lot. Turn the top of the hand down, stretching over the top of the wrist. And then shake it out. All right. Crow pose, Bakasana. We're going to flirt a little bit with the fire by playing with this activating strong arm balance. And the reason I love working with crow when I'm exploring the ideas around Manipura is it invites us again to use that Uddiyana bandha. So Uddiyana bandha, another translation of it, means flying upward. And that's what we want to do when we're in crow. We want to soar and lift away from the ground. So I'll walk you through this. Even if you've never done crow, you can still get a taste of this. So from your squat, bring your hands shoulder width distance apart. And then you'll bring your feet together like a little crow. So you're in a little squat that's much more narrow. And then I want you to feel that cat spine, protracting the shoulders. From here, start to lift your hips, gaze forward. Bend the elbows straight back, lean the knees into the back of the arms, and feel that Uddiyana bandha, that sense of the navel scooping towards the spine. And maybe from here, you just start to lean a little bit forward and rock forward and back, okay? That might be enough. Some of you might lift one foot up, maybe two. Keep your gaze 2 feet ahead. Grip the mat with your fingers, Hasta bandha, hand lock. Breathing and playing with your crow pose. And we'll meet back in a squat. Breathe. Take some circles with the wrists if you need. And just notice how you feel, all that swirling energy. So good. Option to stay here in your squat, just breathing. Coming back to baseline, or maybe you try it again. Maybe you come back into crow. So Manipura asks us to be fearless as we go ahead in the pursuit of what we really want. So nothing like a pose to kind of challenge your fear a little bit, right? We're lifting up and away from the ground. But if we bring our strength, we bring our steadiness, step by step we build it, we feel safer exploring things that scare us. Wherever you are, let's come back down to a squat. Nice work, my friends. Find your way to a comfortable seat. We'll do some breath work to let that go. Kapalabhati breath, skull shining breath. So this is an activating and cleansing breath. It's meant to clear out energy that we don't need, stagnant energy. If you haven't done this before, it sounds like a sniffing breath in and out through the nose. So it's a passive inhale through the nose and then a short, sharp exhale through the nose. It sounds like this. And your belly is the pump that's generating that breath. Okay? So we'll do 2 rounds. Again, this is not for folks who are pregnant. So if you are, you'll just breathe normally and take the same hand position with us. Bring the arms out to a V, really proud stance. Curl your fingers in around your thumbs. Lift your chest. We'll take 2 breaths in for nothing and then dive into Kapalabhati breath. Here we go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale halfway. Kapalabhati. Keep it going, about 45 seconds of this. I'll mind the time. So keep lifting the arms, keep lifting the chest. Find that activation. Notice the fire, the fatigue creeping in. Breathe through it, rinse it away with breath. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold the breath. Hold the breath at the top. Keep holding the breath. And then exhale. All the air out. Hands find the knees. Breathe in naturally. Breathe out. As the energy settles, just feel what you feel. Notice any sensations or effects in your inner environment. You might think of Kapalabhati as stoking your inner fire, burning away what you don't need, so you can arrive refreshed. Bringing the palms to prayer and bowing your chin to your chest. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me.